going with that shot. For Chicago, who won the last contest that game against Utah.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you?
Very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Here is Hawkins. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Cranes the three-pointer. Hawkins has got 5.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Dishes it to Reddick. Fires for 3, and a clear foul there. He shot the trick. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. 2 shots. And both free throws good for Reddick.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Hawkins kicks to Leonard. It's tipped. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Top of the key, Griffin. Los Angeles with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Hawkins. No good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was, and that can happen after you spend so much energy just to force the overtime.
And here's Reddick following the three-pointer by Freak. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got 10 points in the game.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Butler against Reddick. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Griffin. Pass to Reddick. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. Griffin passes to Covington. And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. For the Clippers, Leonard making some changes. Jordan comes in for Leonard. And J.J. Reddick is subbed in for Darden. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Hawkins, he's in at the point. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Leonard in at the 5 spot. Now here's Griffin. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He had 37 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. And a change for the Bulls. Mirotic is checked in.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Good on the shot. Here's Reddick. 20 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Nice job coming off that screen. 10's got 5 now.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
2 open that time, made it too easy. 7 points in the game. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Mirotic kicks to Hawkins. And stolen by Redick. Now the Clippers moving it up. Again, Los Angeles.
Shake and bake with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
He got him on the wrong foot and then just flew by him.
The pass to Gregory. Here's Mirotic, and he gets it to go from the corner. Mirotic has got 5.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A moment here to see the stats for Blake Griffin. Last season, he played outstanding. Game last season. 8 rebounds and 6 assists. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times. Kevin, well, look here at last year in the NBA where the Clippers ranked. 2nd in scoring, 2nd in assists, and they were number 2 in field goal percentage. This is a team that got good shots on a regular basis and knocked them down.
And you go back to their offensive output last season. They put points on the board in a big way, an entertaining style with a bevy of offensive weaponry.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And the shot is good. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Redick kicks to Griffin. Fades back. Chicago grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs. Certainly feeling confident.
2 great teams. This one should be competitive. The whole league will be keeping an eye on this one.
Here's Griffin following the basket by Freak. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attack.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
30. They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
For the Clippers, Leonard is checked in for Jordan. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bulls out front, running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
All right, fellas. Great job in the early going, but we've got to keep playing the same way. Keep this building out of it. We caught him napping on the break so many times. Great job attacking in transition. We own that part of the game. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. I don't care what the score is. We can't afford to coast. We have to play just as good after the half as we did before it.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off, doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. J.J. Redick is out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's Covington in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Sessions kicks to Redick. Griffin dishes to Sessions. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Counted. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. They set the pick. Kicks it to Covington. Launches it. And falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Feeds it to Butler. Passes to Hawkins. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. That's good. Hawkins has got 5 points in the quarter.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
To the wing on the left. Here's Covington. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Hawkins, and the layup's good off the glass. Hawkins has got 31.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Los Angeles shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Luol Deng is checked in for the Clippers. And a change for the Bulls. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Chicago has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Shoots from 14. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Traps in the train. Sessions has got his 2nd bucket tonight. Here is Hawkins. He has 31. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Some really terrific numbers for D. 34 points, and he's buried a ton of 3-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Catching up on the change for the Clippers. Myers Leonard, he's checked in, and it's Doherty in for J.J. J.J. Redick. Here's Hawkins. Good on the triple. Hawkins has got 39.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
The Bulls have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Rose, no good. Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Ariza has the open look. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 4th assist in this one. Rose against Sessions. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was always touched by Rose. I think there's also making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Griffin comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Robert Covington subbed in for Darty. Chicago also making some changes. Sessions is checked in, and it's Livingston in for Kyle Anderson. Taking a look at the Bulls. Hawkins in at point guard. Also Livingston out there. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Sessions in at the power forward. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
There's the feed to Hansbrough. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
If he shoots, this is going to be a 42 point lead.
One shot. One shot.
And Hansbrough, no good on that one. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. And I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Carpenter passes to Jordan. Here's Waters, and it's the Clippers scoring again. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Hawkins, traps in the tray. Hawkins has got 44.
They have got to get a hand in his face. I mean, he's unconscious from out there.
Here's Waters. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Hawkins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Los Angeles with some changes. Reza comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Doherty in for Robert Covington. Anderson, he's checked in for the Bulls. There's the screen. Pass to Doherty. Misses off the left iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Leonard, he's checked in for Jordan.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for D. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. He definitely had the hockey.
Here's Waters. And the 3 off target. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Second shot good.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Turn.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.